So I started walking down the staircase, and that's when I heard the first series of gunshots, like a pop, 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 quick series of seven or eight loud, punctual sounds behind me.
It was an ordinary day on one of America's most prestigious college campuses. Students were heading to class. Finals were approaching. The campus was busy and calm. Then, suddenly gunshots. Within minutes, panic spread across Brown University. Emergency alerts lit up phones. Buildings were locked down, and an Ivy League campus was thrown into fear. Brown University is located in Providence, Rhode Island, and is one of the most respected Ivy League institutions in the United States. Founded in the 1700s, Brown is known for its open curriculum, academic freedom, and close-knit student community. It's the kind of campus where students feel safe walking between classes, where parents trust their children will be protected. That sense of safety is exactly why this incident has shaken so many people. According to university officials, the shooting happened during active campus hours when students and staff were spread across classrooms, libraries, and residence halls. This was not late at night. This was not an isolated area. This was the middle of a normal day. As reports of gunfire came in, the university's emergency system was activated. Students received alerts instructing them to shelter in place. Doors were locked, classes were halted, and uncertainty took over. For many students, this wasn't just fear, it was disbelief. An Ivy League campus under lockdown, and as law enforcement rushed in, the situation was only just beginning to unfold. To understand what happened next, we need to walk through the timeline minute by minute. According to law enforcement, the first reports of gunfire came in within minutes. Multiple emergency calls alerted campus police and local authorities to an active threat near the university. Almost immediately, Brown University was placed on lockdown. Campus police were the first to respond, quickly followed by local law enforcement. Officers moved from building to building, clearing classrooms and securing common areas. Students were instructed to stay silent, lock doors, and remain out of sight. For many inside those buildings, time seemed to slow down. Students later described hiding in classrooms, dorm rooms, and offices, some barricading doors with desks and chairs. Phones buzzed constantly with messages from friends, parents, loved ones, all asking the same question. Are you safe? At this point, no one knew how many people were involved or if the danger was over. As police worked to secure the area, medical teams were dispatched. Hospitals in the area were alerted, preparing for potential victims. Authorities later confirmed that there were multiple victims, including fatalities. Out of respect, officials delayed releasing names until families were notified. As the immediate threat was assessed, attention turned to the most urgent question: who was responsible? And was the danger truly over? At the time of recording, investigators continue working to piece together what led to this moment. And what we know about the suspect and what we don't has become a major focus of this case. As the campus remained under heavy police presence, investigators began focusing on one critical piece of the puzzle: the suspect. According to law enforcement, information about the suspect was limited in the early hours following the shooting. Authorities have been careful about what they release, a common practice in active and developing investigations. At the time of recording, police have not publicly confirmed a motive. Officials stated that the situation was treated as an active threat until every possible risk had been assessed. Buildings were searched methodically, security checkpoints were set up, and students were not allowed to leave secured areas until police gave the all-clear. This process took time, and for those inside the lockdown, every minute felt longer than the last. Investigators have not confirmed whether the suspect was a student, a staff member, or someone from outside the university. They have also not released detailed information about how the suspect entered the area or whether the incident was targeted. These unanswered questions have fueled concern, but authorities have urged the public to avoid speculation. They've emphasized that releasing unverified details could compromise the investigation. According to law enforcement reports, the shooting occurred just after 4:05 p.m. on December 13th. 2025 during a review session for final exams inside the Barris and Holly Engineering building on Brown's campus. The gunman entered the room where students were gathered and opened fire with a 9mm handgun, discharging multiple rounds in rapid succession. Officials later confirmed that 2 students were killed at the scene, both struck by gunfire amid the barrage of shots, and 9 others were hit and wounded, most of them students preparing for their exams. Emergency responders arrived quickly and transported the wounded to nearby hospitals, where some remained in critical but stable condition. The 2 students who died, Ella Cook and Muhammad Aziz Umozokov, were pronounced dead at the scene before medical transport. One of the victims, Ella Cook, was just 19 years old, a sophomore at Brown University with a life full of promise and impact far beyond her years. Ella grew up in Mountain Brook, Alabama, a community outside Birmingham where she wasn't just a student, she was a leader, a musician, and a presence that people called a bright light. She was an accomplished pianist, having distinguished herself in competitive performances and within her church community long before she set foot on Brown's campus at A.T. Brown. She quickly became a visible figure, vice president of Brown's College Republicans, known for her boldness and intellectual curiosity. A member of the Alpha Chi Omega sorority, where friends say she lifted others up. A student interested in French and Francophone studies, pursuing not just academics, but culture and connection. At home, church leaders described Ella as incredibly grounded, faithful, and generous. Another victim of the brutal attack was Muhammad Aziz Umozokov, 18, just beginning his life at Brown, but already marked by resilience and quiet brilliance. Born in Uzbekistan and brought to the United States as a child, Aziz's journey was shaped by hardship from the start. As a young boy, he endured a neurological condition that required surgery and left him with physical challenges, yet he didn't let that define him. Instead, it fueled him. Aziz chose to study biochemistry and neuroscience not out of casual interest, but out of a deeply personal mission. His family said his path toward medicine began after his own health struggles. He didn't just want to heal himself, he wanted to heal others. He was the kind of person friends described not as quietly ambitious, but actively compassionate. Even in uncertainty, students and staff began supporting one another, a community coming together in shock and grief. Candles were lit, messages were left at memorials across campus. Students held vigils, expressing solidarity and mourning for those affected. These moments were quiet, a somber reflection of the pain and loss experienced by so many. Many students described feelings of fear, disbelief, and sorrow. It felt unreal. One student told local news, "You never think something like this could happen, hey?" Counseling services were quickly made available to students, faculty, and staff, a reminder that the emotional recovery was just beginning. For now, the focus remains on recovery both for those directly affected and the wider campus community. It's a reminder that, beyond the headlines, this is a story about real people, families, friends, and classmates whose lives have been changed forever.